evening, everyone. I am Dr. Neha Singh, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Engineering Department in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today, we discuss the topic decision tree. So first, we know what is a decision tree. So decision tree is basically a supervised learning algorithm, and it is used for basically classification and regression tasks, but mainly used for classification tasks for the data. And decision tree also represent pictorial representations of data, and it is also a tree-like structure, shows the tree-like structure graph. So basically, decision tree are a popular machine learning model and useful for both classification and regression tasks, but mainly decision tree used for the classification tasks, and it is used for regression problem also, and in a unsupervised learning situations. So a decision tree is a graphical representation of a different options for solving a problem and show how different factors are related to each other. And decision tree also shows a hierarchical tree structure or a pictorial representation of a graph. Start with one main question at the top of node called the root node, and which further branches out in a different possible outcomes where. And in decision tree is also classified in key components. Define the key components. Four key components are decision tree: root node, branches, internal node, and leaf node. So in decision tree, topmost node are the root node. Starting point of the represent the entire data set is called a root node. And branches, these are the lines that connect the node, and it shows the flow from one decision to another. And this is called the branches. And internal nodes are the point where decisions are made based on the input features. And leaf node are the terminal nodes, or also called a child nodes, which end of branches that represent the final outcome or predictions. Here the picture shows the decision tree. Top node, also known as the root node, and sub branches are called the internal node, and internal node sub branches are the called leaf node because there is no child or no nodes, so it is also known as the leaf nodes. So advantages, next topic, advantages and disadvantages of the decision tree. So decision trees handle the both categorical and numerical data easily. It is easy to interpret and visualize the data in a graphical form, and does not assume any particular distribution for the data. So decision trees, disadvantages of decision tree. So one of the most important disadvantages of the overfitting in decision tree. So overfittings occur in decision tree because tree tend to overfit, especially when fully grown. So how to remove the overfitting in decision tree? So with the help of purine or using assemble method like random forest method to remove the overfitting in a decision tree. So bias toward dominant classes. If not balance the data, they might favor larger classes. Instability problem. Small changes in data can lead to the very different tree structures. So now next topic is a decision tree learning. So it is similar to the decision tree. Decision tree learning. In decision tree learning is a supervised machine learning approach, and that uses also a tree-like model to predict outcomes or make decision based on a set of data. Which data mode represent a set, and which and each branch possible represent a possible outcomes of data, and leaf node represent the final decision or prediction or output of the data. So decision tree learning also represent a hierarchical tree-like structure, and decision tree learning is a method for approximating discrete value target function in which arrange the learned function is represented by a decision tree. And learned tree can also represent a set of if-then rules to improve human readability. And these learning methods are among the most popular inductive inference algorithm and have been successfully applied to a broad range of the tasks from learning to diagnosis medical cases to learning assess credit risk or loan applicants. So decision learning has a some components like decision tree learning used in a supervised learning, and shows the tree-like structure. So supervised learning in decision tree is a supervised learning method, meaning it learns from labeled data where the target variables is known. And tree-like structure, so decision tree shows the hierarchical tree-like structure of the data sets, and also it used for classification and regression, but basically mostly used for the classification purpose. And how decision trees work? So the algorithm start from the root node, which represent the entire data set, or and the recursively split the data based on the most informative attributes, creating branches and nodes until it reach leaf nodes representing the final predictions or output. So applications of decision tree. So firstly, use decision trees basically used for the fraud detection, for identify the fraudulent transactions, used for decision making purpose for businesses, also used for medical diagnosis, helping doctors to diagnose disease based on patient symptoms, and predicting customer churn, identifying customers likely to leave a business, and also use of many more applications. So decision tree learning algorithms. So decision tree learning algorithm, uh, basically a decision tree learning algorithm is a two types. Categorical variable decision tree and continuous variable decision tree. So in decision tree learning algorithm basically belongs to the supervised learning algorithm. Unlike other supervised learning algorithm, the decision tree algorithm can be used for solving regression and classification problems too. So the goal of using decision tree is to create the training model that can use to predict the class or value of the target variable, and learning simple decision rule inferred from prior data or training data sets. So basically types of decision tree is a two types: categorical variable decision tree and continuous variable decision tree. So in categorical variable decision tree which has a category target variable, then it is called a categorical variable decision tree. And continuous variable decision tree, in continuous variable decision tree has a continuous target variable data set, then it is called the continuous variable decision tree. So what is terminology is used in a decision tree? So decision tree has some basic terminologies like root node, splitting, decision node, leaf node or terminal node, puring, branch, subtree, and parent and child node. So already we discussed root node is the topmost node or a parent node. So it represents the entire populations or sample, and this future gets divided into two or more homogeneous sets. And now second is splitting. It is a process dividing a node into two or more subnodes. Then decision node, when subnode is split into further subnode, then it is called the decision node. Leaf node or terminal node, leaf node or terminal node also known as child node, and nodes do not split is called a leaf node or terminal node. Or we can say that node has no child, no other another node. And next is a puring. When we remove subnodes of decision node, this process is called puring. You can say opposite process of splitting. Branch and subtree, a subsection of tree is called branch or subtree. And last is a parent and child node. A node which is divided into a subnodes is a parent node or a subnodes, where subnodes are the child of a parent nodes. Now how decision tree to works. So decision tree works. So the algorithm, how decision tree algorithms works. So decisions of making strategy splits heavily affect tree accuracy, the decision criteria for different classification and regression tree. So in decision tree, different data sets used for classification and regression, and decision tree use a multiple algorithm to decide to split the node into two or more subnodes. So in decision tree, the creation of sub nodes increase the homogeneity of resultant subnodes. In other words, we can say that the purity of data node increase with respect to the target variable. So decision tree split the nodes of on all the variable and then select the split which result is most homogeneous and similar types of nodes, subnodes. So the algorithm selection is also based on the target variable or output variables. Look, let some algorithms used in decision tree like ID3 algorithm is the extension of D3 algorithm. C4.5 algorithm is a successor of ID3 algorithm. CART classification and regression tree. CHAD, chi-square automatic interaction detection, performs multi-label specific when computing classification tree. Mars multivariate adaptive regression splines. So ID3 algorithm is a very important topic of the machine learning. So ID3 algorithm is also known as the iterative diatomizer 3 algorithm, and it is a popular method in decision tree for generating a decision tree for classification purpose. And ID3 algorithm is developed by Ross Quinlan, and ID3 is commonly used in a machine learning for decision making process, and it employs entropy and information gain to decide which features to split on at each node at the node of the tree. So in ID3 algorithm, first we calculate the entropy and after that we calculate the information gain. So in ID3 algorithm, first we calculate the overall data set, entire data set entropy. After that we calculate the particular attribute and entropy, which is yes or no, true or false. And after that calculating the entropy of the particular attributes, and then we calculate the information gain. Then in ID3 algorithm, if information gain is highest in all the given attribute, which node highest information gain, which is the root node. We select the root node. So the ID3 algorithm build decision tree using a top-down greedy search approach through the space of possible branches with the no backtracking. And a greedy algorithm, as the name suggests, always make the choice seem the best at the moment. So the primary goal of the ID3 algorithm is to build a decision tree from a data sets, enabling efficient classification of data. So some steps involved in the ID3 algorithm. So first we calculate the entropy of the data set. So entropy, what is entropy? So entropy is the impurity or randomness in the data set. So the formula of entropy is the entropy of P equal to minus summation of I equal to 1 to n of P of I log to P of I. So where P of I is the proportion of instances belonging to the class. Now second step, we compute the information gain for each attribute. So what is the information gain? So information gain is the reduction in the entropy after splitting the data set based on an attribute. So information gain formula is information gain S of A, yani ki S is the overall data set and A represent the values, overall data set values. So entropy of S, yani overall data set ki entropy minus summation of V belongs to value A mod S of V of mod S, entropy of S of V, yani particular attributes entropy. So where value of A is the all possible values of the attribute A and V is the subset of S for which attribute A has the value V. So now next third step, select the attribute with the highest information gain. So choose the attribute the most effectively reduced uncertainty and use it the decision node. Now split the when choosing the root node, now split the data set. Partition the data set into subset based on the selected attribute values. Assign branches for each possible outcome of the attribute. Now next fifth step is recursively apply the process. And this step repeat the step 1 to 4 for each subset, exceeding the previously used attribute, and continue until one of the following termination condition is met. If all instances is the subset belong to the same class and there are no remaining attributes to split and the data set is empty. Now last step is a termination condition. So the algorithm stops when the decision tree can no longer split the data meaningfully, ensuring no further reduction in entropy. So advantages of ID3. So ID3 algorithm is a efficient handling of the categorical data. So ID3 is effectively handle the categorical attributes, and it can directly use these attribute splitting without additional pre-processing. And use ID3 algorithm is use a greedy approach and ensure the decision tree are constructed quickly and efficiently, makes it suitable for a smaller data set. Simplicity. ID3 algorithm generate decision trees that are easy to understand and interpret. And foundation for advanced algorithm. So the ID3 algorithm serves as the foundation for more sophisticated algorithm like C4.5 is a successor of ID3 algorithm, and C5.0 which improve upon its limitations. So next is the versatility across application. ID3 algorithm widely used in the versatility domains including medical diagnosis, financial analysis, customer segmentations. Then limitations of ID3 algorithms. So some of the limitations of ID3 algorithm is like overfitting, difficulty handling continuous data, bias toward the multi-valued attribute, lack of Puri mechanism. So in overfitting, ID3 algorithm tends to create the overly complex trees that fit the training data too closely, capturing noise and reducing generalizability. This can lead to poor performance and unseen data. And the difficulty handling continuous data. Uh, the algorithm is designed for categorical data and struggles with continuous attributes because continuous data must be decristallised with a threshold value, which can lead to the loss of information or suboptimal splits. And bias toward the multi-valued attributes, like ID3 algorithm favors attribute to many unique values. They tend to reduce significantly. And lack of Puri mechanism. The algorithm does not inherently include Puring techniques to simplify the decision tree. Uh, Next is topic is information theory. What is the information theory? Uh, so information theory gives tools like entropy and information gain to measure how pure or how mixed data or impure data is. So information theory helps the tree decide the best question to ask and how to split the data in decision tree. So in decision tree algorithm, information theory, particularly concept like information entropy, information gain, helps determine the best way to split the data and build a predictive model by quantifying uncertainty and identifying the most informative attributes. So how to avoid the overfitting in decision tree? So in decision tree, the common problem in decision tree, especially having a table full of columns, they fit a lot. Sometimes it looks like the tree memorized the training data set, and there is no limit set of decision tree. It will be give you 100% accuracy on the training data set, because in the worst case it will be end up the making one leaf node of each observation. So uh, this affect the accuracy when predicting the sample that are not part of the training data. So here, so we have two methods to remove the overfitting in decision tree. First is a Puring decision tree, and second is a random forest. So in Puring, we splitting the results in the fully grown tree until the stopping criteria are reached. But the fully grown tree is likely to overfit the data, leading to the poor accuracy or unseen data. So in Puring, trim of the branches of the tree and remove the decision node starting from the leaf node, such as the overall accuracy is not disturbed. This is done by segregating the actual training set into two sets, training data set D and a validation data set B. Prepare the decision tree using the segregated training data set D, then continue the trimming accordingly to optimize the accuracy of the decision tree. So limitations of ID3 algorithm. So second method of overcome the overfitting in decision tree is the random forest. So random forest is a collection of many decision tree, and used to many decision tree, and average data, average result remove the overfitting. Limitation of ID3. So ID3 can sometimes overfit the training data and may not handle the continuous data. well without modifications such as beginning or using threshold. More advanced algorithm like C4.5 and C4.5 algorithm is a successor of ID3 algorithm address some of these limitations. So issues in decision tree. So in decision tree, some of the issues overfitting. Decision tree tends to overfit, especially when tree is allowed to grow in the deep and complex to perfectly classifying training data set. And this high variance makes them prone to perform poorly on unseen data set. In stability. So in small changes of the decision tree data set then can result is a very different trees, and each split depend on the earlier splits, and these make decision tree sensitive to the noise and outliers. Bias toward the feature with more labels. So decision tree features with a high number of labels, because these splits often provide more information gain, and this bias can lead to the less meaningful splits of the decision tree data. And next is a limited generalization for continuous variable. So decision tree tend to create the stepwise boundary, which may not work well for modeling a smooth relationship between the continuous variable. Difficulty with complex pattern. In a single decision tree struggle to capture complex patterns, interaction, and non-linear relationship compared to more sophisticated model like neural network or ensemble methods like random forest. Now next is a computational complexity in large trees. So in decision tree, when data is a very large tree, can be computationally intensive both in terms of memory and processing power, especially with large data set. So interpretability versus accuracy trade-off. So assemble a decision tree become a deeper and more complex, they lost their interpretability, one of their main disadvantages. This is often trade-off between interpretability and accuracy. So in assemble method like random forest can be very accurate, but are much harder to interpret the single decision tree. Now next issues in decision tree, handling of missing values. So in decision tree generally don't handle missing values well without pre-processing step such as imputations. So some implementation handle missing values by using segregate split, but this can add complex and it's not universally available across libraries. That's all. Thank you.